Hello gamers, I'm Craig DB and this is episode 2 of the dbGaming server. I'm back at my base and I've got a number of things I'm working on in the base, which means I've got a number of different places. There's a few different areas that I want to get, like the works in progress, and I'm at a turning point for it. Here's one. This is my ocean floor that I'm going to actually put across the entire floor of this place. And I'll be putting sea pickles in there and coral. And from there it's going to be used as the main lighting source to light up the floor of this place. Secondly, I'm going to be putting a bunch of fish in here. I'm going to be putting hopefully a lot of tropical ones, because they are, I've got, you, if you can see in here now, a salmon and a cod. There's a salmon over in the corner there, having a bit of a, I think he's trying to get out. He doesn't like it in here because it's quite a small little area. And that one's actually quite a big one. You get different sizes of salmon, and he's quite a big one. I don't know if it grew. It's very possible it did. And down here you'll see there's a cod. So when you catch them in the bucket and put them in, they seem to not despawn, because they've been in there for a little while now. And I've a couple of times thought they've despawned, but they've shown up again later on, so yep, they're still there. I'm hoping to get a turtle or two or more in here, because if I can get some turtles to breed and get their eggs in, that would be absolutely awesome. It's going to be glass covered, obviously, so that you can walk around, and that's the basic project there. So I need to get a coral reef to be able to go further for this, to get the fish, to get the coral, and to get the pickles, so that I only need to get a bit of pickles because you can grow it really quickly with bone meal, and that can get it going. Which comes to my next project, which involves one thing: getting a lot of bone meal. That's on this side. You would have seen it in the last video, reference to it. This is, you'll see a sign here, mob farm spawning lights, and it's a switch to turn it on or off. It's now off, back on. Now this is a light just to simply show that the lights are on, but what that's controlling is in here. And this is basically the mob farm area. So when the lights turn off down there, all these lights up here will turn off, and this will start spawning hostiles. And they'll fall in the water flowing down here to the grinder at the end, which I think you would have also seen that part of it in the last video. I'll go down there shortly. Here you can see I've just got some torches at the moment. They're just filling up the last areas. I've been able to get a bunch of glowstone through the MCMMO excavation leveling up. And that was enough to give me a bunch of, because I've not been to the Nether yet. I've got these glowstone through MCMMO levels and excavation. However, I'm running out. And the solution for now is I've got to go to the Nether. The other thing being that I want to set up Nether portals, so that I could set one back to the village, because that village that you've seen us travelling, it actually takes a little bit of effort to get there, and that, if we go via the Nether, will be 200 blocks. So once set up, that'll be a really easy transport back and forth. So I really want to set that up. So everything points to today we're going to set up and go to the Nether. It's not going to be too hard. I've already made myself a diamond pick. I'm just going to check if I've got some diamonds so I can just repair it a little. So just put some gunpowder away, get one diamond, find the anvil. Cool, that actually fully healthed it up. That was more, possibly a bit of a waste of some diamond energy, for lack of a better word. But them's the breaks, hey. So, because I'm going to need that for making a bunch of obsidian. There is a particular place I've had in mind the whole time to start. And that is, you would have seen in the last episode, have a slime spawning chunk that I have located. None have spawned at the moment. There was some just earlier. With any luck, while we're here today, you'll see some spawn. All this lava's in the way, So we need to make an obsidian to make a nether portal. Here's where we're going to start. Now to do this, we're basically just going to set down the water. Now that's going to blow out all these torches, so I better grab them. We'll fix that up later. Because for now, I've got space. I'm just going to dig out a bunch of this obsidian. And I've got no enchantments or anything, so this is slow going. Now I'm going to find all this obsidian and collect it. There's 4. There's some more. 6. Come on, come on, come on, come on. You can break, you can break. Yay! Now this is one instance where you can dig straight down, because if there's lava directly underneath me, it'll turn to obsidian before I hit it. Not the case in this one. Alright, well that's the edge cut out. It's got to be set up with the... I'm going to finish off this wall and then change that all to the appropriate materials. So I think I need to take all this obsidian first, because there's probably lava directly behind each block. Right, let's set up the torches again. I'm thinking we're going to do something a lot more permanent than torches later. Probably, I could do redstone lamps, but they don't need to really be switched on and off, so... maybe some sea lanterns or something. Which brings me to another quest I must do at some point, which is find an ocean monument. You'll see here that I've been working on the black concrete, which basically goes all the way down, and there's that scared the hell out of me. He's gold armored too. Yeah, he's not gold armored anymore. I needed to put some armor on. I really do. Now, that says to me I've still got areas with issues. Let's put... what is that? Aqua Infinity and Unbreaking 2. That might be handy. Aqua Infinity I think means that the bubbles go down much slower or something. Or it makes me swim faster or something. I don't know. I'll have to look it up. Okay, we are now at the point, where do I was thinking about putting the portal right here at my elevator. And now that's where my harvester is, so maybe on the same wing as the harvester. So now my understanding is, this is how long it's been since I've never really tried it, experimented with it, but I'm a bit old school with the whole shape of the obsidian the nether portal, forgetting that these days you can make it any shape you want. I don't know how the rules have changed when it comes to making portals. Thought I did. Don't. Right. Yes, okay, that one worked. Cool. We have nether portal. I'm going to take out those corners, because I'm not OCD. I've got a bow. I've got a few arrows. So if I run into any ghasts, I can deal with them. Time to see what's out there. Okay. We're looking good. And the opening to the nether is the witness of the lava flows. Glowstone. Here we go, this is what we came for. The good old fashioned motherlode. This was the stuff you went to the nether for back in the beta days. There really is tons of quartz in the nether. I don't know if I'll do a similar thing, but in the last server I made these huge quartz pillars around the big room that was the mob harvester's collection room. And yeah, I used a lot of quartz to make all of that, but there is enough around to do it. Right, is that all I wanted in here for now? I guess the other thing I want to do is I now want to make a portal at the village. Let's have a look at where we're at. 192 and minus 73. So from spawn that shouldn't be hard to find. So it would be kind of cool to make a road back to village and back. So to do that I have to go back to the village and make a portal there, and then make a road back here. Here we go. Looks like the moon there's going down, which is handy for us. It means it's approaching morning. I would hope that if anyone joined the server, they'd have the common decency not to do stuff like this. If I did it, well, then more for me. I'm as much to blame. I don't know if that made any sense. There's our lovely village. Did I bring the obsidian? Now that sucks. Please tell me I got... Oh, where's the bucket? Oh, the bucket's got water in it. Okay, so I just need a little bit of lava. Yes! We have a winner. Right. Which way was it? Ah, there's a house. Our village. Our pride and joy. Now, it's had a bit of a renovation done. Here's the area around that well after I moved it. I've changed a few other things around as well. Here is what we're going to be doing for the stalls. I mentioned in the last video that I was having trouble. And so this is kind of what I've come up with. The only issue is these carpet are being held up by string. And so they're kind of going to interfere. You've got to be careful where you click when to click on the actual trader. But it should be possible to do, and there's going to be just a fence off the front there once I put each one in the desired pen. So that's that. You'll hear a whole bunch of doors going off. This is what's causing our our villager spawning. The house of doors. You see, villagers love their doors. Look at them all, just all gathered together, all playing doors with each other. Here's my librarian. He gives us Unbreaking 1. We need to trade some more with him to see what else he'll give us. This guy gives us Unbreaking 2. Well, so far so good. Now, he was 29 emeralds and 1 book. 13 emeralds and 1 book. Okay, so I mean, that's kind of fair. This is out the other side. We've got our guy on patrol. Iron Man's in patrol of the village. He actually will just walk around the perimeter of the village, and any mob that comes within range, he will try and attack it. Now the thing is, he will stand at the fence just watching things sometimes. But other than that, anything that's really close to the edge. What I'm thinking of doing, I'll change him to a bow rather than the sword, so that he can shoot all that stuff off to the side when he's in range. Cow farm, well, that's pretty explanatory. A villager decided to go and open that door, which controls the chair. Well, it's the aesthetic for the chair. So, bad villager. This is the village, so I'm going to work out now where am I going to put a nether portal. I reckon back in this corner where I was trying to do the whole stand thing. So we're just going to do it the simple one. Now, yeah, this will still be able to be right on the edge here. Oh no, I don't want it on the edge there because that looks stupid. Oh, we got... Okay, here they come. He's coming in. He's coming for me. Got a membrane from him. Oh. Hey, his skin's disappeared. He's not happy. No? You don't like it? I wonder if that's getting in the way of his waypoints. How much that's gonna... Once I put the other ones in, how much that's gonna really throw him out. Alright. Let the grass grow around it. And once the grass is grown, I'll turn some into paths. Okay, we have a portal. Let's go. And do we have enough cobblestone to get 200 blocks? This is going to be like that. Right, and then we're going to do that all the way across to that other side. For now, let's just narrow it down to the two middle ones, just to try and get some distance. I think I might have to put some glass in here just so you can actually see where you are when you go through. So everyone can appreciate the work I put in to making this bridge across death. Whoa! Yeah, that kind of scared me. But that's getting pretty close actually. And which way are we going? We're going up to the Z, so that's the one we got to get to 190. And now we're out of cobblestone. Oh, I scared myself. I moved all of those inventory items and stuff into my house, which I locked the door. And I've just thought about what I'm going to do here. How I'm going to make the bridge look. Having it 4 wide is actually pretty cool for what I plan to do. Oh, gold. Not as bad as obsidian, but annoying nonetheless. Right, that should be our landing point. One more cobble. And we'll just dig through here for a bit. This is where I've got to watch it because I want to keep my distance. Lava flows much faster. I've been caught by nether lava so many times. Now we're at minus 79, so it's like 20 off. Or 59 or whatever. I'm not even reading correctly. What I meant to say is, because my destination's actually 75 is what I was thinking. I wonder if we're just too low. I've got to work out whether because I don't know how much the height comes into it. No, we're not too low by the looks of it. Oh, I just had even more of an idea for this bridge. I've got to test something and I hope it works, involving cobblestone fences and glass panes. Okay, we're nearly at this level's spot. We're right there. Oh no, it was 189, 190. It's close enough. Okay, so this way is... that's increase. So this is the way we want to go. We'll see where we are when we get to 75 and we'll try going up. No, there it is, right there. Look at that! That worked well. That worked really well. Now what we've got to do is set up a path going up. Oh, that worked so well. Oh man, that's so working well. Right, time to go get some cobblestone and sort this thing out. More cobble. Because what I want to do here is I want to test making some stairs on the underside to kind of fill out or slope the underside. It'll create a bit of a curve. So the other thing I want to make is a whole bunch of fences. Cool, we're happening. Because what we are now going to do is do these on here like that. The lag really freaks you out. Gotta have a steady hand. No! Oh, that's where you gotta be careful. These areas definitely don't want to end up falling off. Not only would I fall to my death, but I'd burn all my stuff. Across here I really want to test it. I'll make it start out here. Alright, so this is the experimental zone. What I haven't done is created the glass panes, which is a real pain, duh. A couple more left. Almost, not quite enough. Okay, let's go back. Here's the spot. This looks like it's doing exactly what I wanted it to do. Oops. That sucks. That is really awesome. Because what I'm going to do is that's where it's going to open up. This is all going to be blocked in still. With more, just more fences, I think. And then I'm going to have to make some slabs to put on top. And that way it's all ghast protected and stuff. I don't know if a ghast will shoot through the glass though, I think it will. Let's do the 16 first. Just get him out of the way. Down. Looking down at that sea of lava does not excite me. At some point we've got to go find a nether fortress and find a blaze spawner. Because I do want to make the blaze farm as well. I'll use the exact same design I used in the last server, which is a modification of the design I saw Mumbo Jumbo present at some point. But there's a couple of other modifications. One modification was actually based on another Mumbo Jumbo design that I want to experiment with on this one. So although it's not the original design he put in the Blaze Farm, it is another design of his I'm just using in place of it. I don't get why he didn't use it. I'll get to that when we do that part of the videos. So I'm not going to get ahead of myself right now. Shut your face. Didn't expect him to be so close. Where is he? Oh, he's over there. He's just not showing up in view. There he is. Oh, did you drop a tear? Now that's something that's really valuable. That's worth more than diamonds, in my opinion. 2 cobblestone for a ghast tear? That's a bargain. So, some new news on the diabetes front. I had an appointment that I had to follow up at the doctor's at the hospital after the original visit. And they have now officially downgraded me to type 2 instead of type 1 on my diabetes. So that's really good news. Apart from anything else, it basically means that my insulin dosages are being reduced. So the original dosages when I was left out of the hospital, now basically that comes down to the 2 types of insulin that you get administered. One is called Atlantis, which is a slow release, and the other is called Nova Rapid, which is obviously a rapid release. The only thing that is different is it's caused the little step there. I was hoping it would fit snugly within just that line, but I'm not terribly disappointed about that. I'm still quite happy that this feature is going to work like this. I didn't see why it wouldn't, but it was just that I hadn't tried it to see exactly what would happen. Getting back to what I was talking about before with the different types of insulin. So when I was first released, I was basically my dosages first thing in the morning and just before bed. I would take the Atlantis slow release, and I would be taking 40 units. Yeah, kind of wouldn't mind getting rid of those bits just for OCD factor. I've got to stop saying that, but yeah. It's probably more glass than I needed to actually put out. Oh, that works alright. I'll put a doorway in there. Okay, I want to see what he does. Oh, is he going to attack them? Yes, he is. So he just sort of wanders back around there and off that way. Okay, well that's pretty fair. So as I was saying before, I have in the morning I'd be taking Atlantis, and I'd be taking 40 units. And yeah, there's another 40 units that I would take when I'd go to bed. That was for the slow release, like I said. And then before every meal, I would have the Nova Rapid, and at the time I was being issued 22 units, which I would take every time before every meal, and I'd be like checking my blood before and 2 hours after every meal, things like that, just to keep an eye on what my levels were at. Well, so I was on 22 units of Nova and 40 units of Atlantis. Well, that's now been reduced to 30 units of Atlantis and 15 units of Nova, because I was going hyperglycemic all the time. I was keeping records of everything, and it was, yeah, I was going low more than I was going high. So, yeah, they've downgraded me, they've reduced my units. The other thing that also I was prescribed is a pill that I'd have to take called metformin, and that was when I was first released from the hospital. I'd take the metformin at the end of the day, well, at bedtime, with the Atlantis at night, and I'd have that one tablet. Now, at the moment, I'm having one in the morning and one in the afternoon, so that's sort of rebalancing the amount of insulin I'm taking. The metformin apparently assists the insulin in how it works, makes it work better or something like that. So anyway, that basically means that things are looking up for me. It's not looking as bad as it was. And so, yeah, with any luck, things will become a lot more manageable. And I'm looking forward to things being a lot less of a drama to have to deal with. Okay, so the guys are going to get a bit of a shock when they log in and they see all of this. Is that it for the fences? It is. And we've still got heaps of steps left over. Great. We'll use them efficiently. I reckon we'll make a path down there to let people out, so that you can actually explore the Nether. Oh, that's right. That was actually kind of deliberate with the stuff before, because we can now do this, and I think I'll do it 3 down rather than 2, because I kind of know how these are going to look. Actually, how are they going to look? I think they just go opposite each other. Oh, I think you've got to kind of do a 2-step thing to get them to work. So if you go like that, and then you go like that, then you go like that. Oh no, it goes back. But it goes opposite, doesn't do what I want it to do that way. So with 3, it goes upside down, which is what everyone wants. 3 does that. So the big question is, did I just do that at the right spot or not? So I need to do it in front of every block down, which means the end one will be right at the portal. So yes, that'll work. Okay. Looks like we still have enough even to do this bit. So we really did overdo it on the steps. But that's looking cool now. That's looking way better. Okay, so that doesn't join up, that's a bummer. Come on, go out. Ho 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 ho, what the... What the... That was more intense than it ever is. What was that? Oh my gosh. Okay, I need to deal with that. I'm pretty sure one block of netherrack will take care of that, but we'll do it with 3. Because we want to keep the light in place. Cool. I'll put 2 on this side as well. Cool. I actually also want to put just some blocks around here. Hello Pigman, you've decided to check out my bridge. I'm just going to cover that with that, no one will ever notice the difference. Alright. I think I could probably do with that extra one in there. I think that will actually be finish it off. Do the same thing here. It's done easily. Heaps of glass to spare. So that's, I mean, you know, it's looking alright if you ask me. I'll just clean these ones up. So put a sign there. No, that's fine. We may extend on those signs as we develop areas in the Nether. But that will finish this episode here. I think that works pretty well. We've now constructed a full functioning passageway between the spawn village and my base. Let us return to the base. And there's a zombie pigman that has started to join the topside world. Hello zombie pigman, welcome to the world. Anyway, we're back in our base, we're back in our village, sorry. And we will continue from there next episode. Might do a bit more with the mob harvester. I might just complete that just off camera anyway, so next time you see me we may have mobs brewing in the XP farm. Okay, see you in the next video. thank you for watching.